Hey guys and welcome. This video is on the plugin Paint War. Basically it's a mini game and the objective is to colour the floor with as many of your colour blocks as possible, and you do this by walking around. So the first command is /pw create and then the name of the arena. So I've created an arena called test. Then you have to select the arena, so you do /pw wand and it will give you the wand tool. Then obviously just go along and select the floor with left click and right click to select the first and second positions. Then just type in /pw set floor and then the name of the arena, so I'm setting the floor for test. Then I also want to protect the arena, so same tool, I select the bottom block and the top block. So I select them, and then that's a similar command, I just do /pw set and then protection and then the name of the arena. So now this arena is protected. So then I can also check to see what other things I've got to do. You do /pw check and then the name. So you can see I've done protection, I've done the floor, but I need to set the spawn points. So you find where you want to go, you do /pw spawn add, then a name, and then the name of the arena. You'll see that I do actually mess it up in the video here, but I do correct it. So you see pw spawn add, the name or number of the spawn point, and then the name of the arena. So I'm just going to name mine 1, 2, 3 and 4 to keep it simple. So I'll just go around and set the 4 spawn points for this arena. You can have these next to each other because it doesn't actually matter. Obviously you're just trying to set the colour on the floor, so there's no actual PvP element, so it doesn't matter if you spawn next to each other. So now I've set the 4 spawn points. So now I can do the same command again just to check. So you can see everything's working this time, so you do /pw edit and then the arena name. And this puts it out of edit mode, so now it can be played on. So now all you have to do is /pw join and then the arena name, and you'll join the arena. So before we play a game, we're just going to quickly run over the config files. So you open up your config and you go into arena and then open up the arena name. So you can see it's not in edit mode anymore. You can disable hunger and all that sort of thing. I just leave all this as it is. You can add commands that you can use if you want, but this is the one I do. The duration I tend to change to just a minute. And then also start percent. This is the percentage of players that you need before the game starts. I tend to set this low so that you can play with 2 players. But obviously this is based on how many spawn points you set. Brush size, depending on the size of your arena. Maybe if you've got a massive arena for 16 players, you'll set it to 5 or 6, so I'm just going to leave mine as the default. Obviously power-ups I've enabled. I want to change these though because the arena's only on for 60 seconds, so I want to change them to 10, 20, 30, 40 and 50. And then there's a list of all the power-ups that you get, so these will just be randomly assigned. But obviously if I've got a 60-second arena and some of these power-ups are lasting for 22 seconds for instance, that's a long time for a power up to be lasting, so you just change these. I won't do it here, but I would do in the actual one. And then you've got rewards. I don't want item rewards, so I'll set that to false. And I'll set the money reward to lower, so 100. And then all you do is save it, and then I'll show you an example of playing it now. So 3 of us have joined. All you have to do is type ready into the chat, and then it'll actually start the game. And then when you run around, your colour wall's placed on the floor. And hopefully in a minute, after 10 seconds, the first power-up should spawn. So you can see it's here. So I've got the boots, and the boots mean I've got the speed power-up, so I can run around faster than the other players. And then we'll just have to keep an eye out for the next power-up. So you can see he got that one, so he's got bigger brush, so when he walks around, his brush does far more than ours does. And then you just keep searching to see who gets the bigger power-ups and stuff. So now he's got the tiny brush power up, which basically puts all our brushes tiny. So this one actually sucks because now I can't cover as much ground as he can. So at the end of the game it will tell you a percentage of how much wool each player had, and then it will tell you the winner. There will be a download link to this plugin in the description below. I hope you'll all give it a go. And as always guys, please remember to rate, subscribe and comment. Cheers.